Hello there, my name's Mark and these are my dice tales, and because of all the chaos in the world I've not been updating as often as I would, but this is going to be a Skyrim Call to Arms by Modifius Games update. And what I wanted to get out there, didn't want you to miss that Miniatures War Games magazine, the April edition, is coming with a Skyrim scenario and also a promo Dragonborn card with some shiny kind of bling. I don't know if you can kind of see it catching the light, but where those symbols would normally be black and yellow, there is some gold and silver on this card. Also, the card has a slightly different name to the one you're going to get in the rules, the Dragonborn Triumphant, to go along with the fancy mini with the dragon tail curling around it. Whereas I don't know the name of the Dragonborn in the box, but I think it's like just Dragonborn Adventurer or something like that. Other than that, the stats are exactly the same as the Dragonborn in the box. Two sides for a leveled up side, and all skills are exactly the same. It's just the name is different, and this one is shiny. The mission that comes in the magazine. So there's more stuff in this magazine than just this mission, but because I'm Skyrim focused, that's what I'm going to talk about. So there is some good modelling tips. There is a modelling a cabin and modelling chains with green stuff, but I just wanted to talk about Voice in the Sky scenario. It is a solo scenario. Ideally, they're just saying you're not taking a team of adventurers, it's just you, the Dragonborn. And this is replicating the mission from the Skyrim game when you're travelling up the mountain to hide Hrothgar. I don't remember activating tablets in the game. Maybe you did, I can't remember. It's a long time ago. I'm replaying it, but I'm going down the whole Imperial missions rather than sort of doing the Dragonborn stuff. Anyway, this one, it says you're setting up the table on a 2x2 mat. It's a wilderness outdoor, and the round limit is special. I don't think there's a round limit. And then it gives you a desired terrain layout, and it has you doing it in this spiral to represent going up a mountain. So you're starting at number 1, ooh, there, and number 2 is meant to be a higher elevation. And these black lines are sheer cliff faces, so you couldn't travel from 1 to 7. You can possibly be pushed off 7 to 1 though and take fall damage. And then you're travelling in this spiral loop representing your path up the mountain, and you're trying to activate four objectives before you get killed by the monsters on the path. And it comes on the next page. It comes with the 2 monsters on the path, 2 cards, and you can print out these cards if you go to the website. You can print out these cards as well in their download section, and it basically comes with a wolf and a cave bear. And from what I gleaned from one of the designers on the website and on the Discord channel, because your Dragonborn is worth 74 coins, then your adversaries in this game will sort of add up to the same. So a wolf is worth 10 coins, bear is worth 35 coins, so I'm guessing you're going to fight sort of 3 wolves and 1 bear as you try and travel up this mountain path. It gives you your suggested loadout for your Dragonborn. Basically your sword and dagger wielding Dragonborn with a potion of minor healing to back you up. And then it gives you potential treasures which you can pick up by successfully activating the objectives along the way. And it's really that simple, so it really does look like maybe a half an hour to an hour long type scenario. It gives you oaths, and it seems that you choose whether you're going to try and perform an oath at the beginning of the game or not. And there are things like kill an animal, kill an adversary by pushing it off a cliff, kill all the adversaries before you activate the final objective. Collect at least 2 treasures, so you've got 4 attempts, and you're going to get victory points if you collect at least 2. Symbols, but it's nice to see what it's nice to see what a potential quest might look like, how they would expect you. So it sort of gives you a bit of a description saying, try and create this spiral, use hedges or hills or something like that. I'm pretty sure I could probably build a nice spiraling tower with some of the foam and hills that I've got. Otherwise, you could just place your walls to make and force you down that that path. So that is that. So that's a bit of Skyrim news. The other Skyrim news is they are planning on releasing a PDF version of the rules next week. And so they initially said if you've pre-ordered from Modiphius, then I'm guessing there's some sort of login, and you can be able to you'll be able to get access to that PDF. But I also mentioned on the Facebook groups what happens if you ordered the rules from your local gaming store. And they got back to me and said, and they got back on the Facebook group and said, if you've got proof of purchase, first point of contact would be your gaming store. They should be able to get you in touch with these PDFs. And if that doesn't work for you, or your shop's in lockdown and closed, maybe try and get in touch with support at Modiphius. And again, if you've got the proof, maybe an email with your order number or something like that, they will see what they can do to get you in touch with PDFs. So I'm not official, don't take my word for it exactly. I'm just trying to get the news out there, saying don't miss out on a free scenario with this month's magazine, and do look out for maybe getting the rules early, because it looks like the physical product is going to be delayed again till May due to all this craziness in our world at the moment. I hope lockdown is treating you well, and I hope your family and friends are all safe, and you're finding some way of engaging in your hobby and staying sane, and you're supporting your local NHS and friends and family in any way that you can. So what have I covered? Yeah, so I've covered the magazine, I've covered the rules coming out next week, I've covered possibly supporting a local store and getting the PDF rules. I think that's about it. Oh, one thing that was mentioned in the news section is Frostgrave is getting an update this year. They're getting a second edition. And I've been on the designer's blog, and they're basically saying it was more or less, there are some spells in there that I thought were useless and never taken by players. They're maybe a bit more fluffy and not very good in the game. So I think he's going to streamline that. Any rules that maybe weren't clear are maybe going to be rewritten. There's not too much information out there, but the main thing was that if you have purchased the other Frostgrave books, this is the only other one that I've got, then they're still valid. All scenarios in there, treasures, monsters, and such are still valid, so it's not going to make Frostgrave First Edition obsolete. The rules are pretty much going to be the same, it's just a nicer, tidied up writing, I think, is what he's getting at. I hope I've done that justice. Down, I picked up Perilous Dark because this is like the solo co-op version of Frostgrave. Rules on how to play by yourself, and it basically, instead of just the monsters moving closest towards you, it sets out time, precious missions, spawning points, different missions objectives other than just treasure. Haven't read it all yet, but it's been a fantastic read so far. Also by the same author, there is the Rangers of Shadow Deep, which I've got the printout of. This is the first campaign printout that came in the core PDF. And Modiphius has also done a Rangers of Shadow Deep deluxe book, and again, similar to the Frostgrave second edition, I think it's like a neater, tidier, anything that people got confused and asked questions about, they've rewritten the rules slightly. I mean, I'm just a person trying to get out news on YouTube, telling you what I'm playing and what I'm enjoying. So I've had this on my desk for a long, long time and not got around to playing it. Due to lockdown, and due to maybe when we start getting the Skyrim miniatures, I'm going to be playing Skyrim, and I'm going to be playing Rangers of Shadow Deep with the Skyrim miniatures. And just to make you laugh, I'm going to be playing. I'm trying to adjust myself to the rules, and I've made a mock-up. I'm treating each of these nodules as like a 1-inch square, and trying to play. This is my little army. This is my wizard and my ranger and whatever else I've been playing them as, and exploring my little 2x2 mat. It's almost like 12 nodules. I think it's like 2.5. If those nodules represent an inch. I've been trying to sort of adjust myself to the rules and sort of get hang of it at my desk, at my homebound desk, which I probably couldn't get away with at work, having Lego on my desk at work. Anyway, but I can at home, so I'm enjoying lockdown. Other than that, that's Mark's dice sales. That's what I've been up to. So playing Frostgrave, looking forward to Skyrim, and letting you know what new. So I'm going to be enjoying a bit of solo Rangers Shadow Deep, Frostgrave, and Skyrim shenanigans when they finally get released. So good luck, good health to you all, and best of luck. Let's sign off there. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. Hi there. I think what I forgot to mention was that the magazine, so let's bring it up again, Miniature Wargames magazine is available to buy from their website. You can buy the physical magazine from their website, $4.99, and that's including postage. And yeah, get it. That's what I wanted to say, because I don't think I mentioned that.